Hey everyone, Jason Weckerly here. Today this video is about a real controversial topic, which is cheaters in fishing tournaments. I made a few videos about these two knuckleheads, Cominsky and Runyan, who shoved lead weights and walleye fillets in the bellies of their walleyes at a Lake Erie Walleye Tournament to try to win a tournament. And the more you looked into this case, after they got caught, the more you realize they've done this stuff before. I made other videos about this. You can catch up on those videos. I didn't want to make this video again, but if there's going to be anything that I do, I'm going to be thorough and I'm going to get the job done. And if there's news about this, I'm going to share it. I'm really pissed off. These guys are kind of being given a slap on the wrist. I'm going to tell you guys all about this shortly. And I'm going to tell you guys other gossip, news about these guys. So stay tuned. Enjoy the video. To start with, Cominsky and Runyan plead guilty to unlawful ownership of animals. Sorry, just interrupting the video for a second here. I forgot to mention the biggest part of what they pled guilty to. They pled guilty to cheating, which is a 5th-degree felony. Let's continue the video. Sentencing is May 11th. Prosecutors agree to dismiss the additional felony charges for attempted grand theft and possessing criminal tools. Well, they definitely ripped everybody off who fished in that tournament, so I don't know why anyone would think they're not guilty of that. But possessing criminal tools, I'm guessing that means the fishing boat, the gear, all that. So let's continue. Cominsky and Runyan could face up to a year in prison, but prosecutors are recommending 6 months probation. So basically a slap on the wrist for a couple guys that were cheating in tournaments, poaching fish. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. A part of the agreement that Cominsky and Runyan made is that they would forfeit their fishing licenses for only 3 years and surrender Cominsky's $100,000 boat. Now, these are guys who made way over $100,000, so forfeiting his boat, big deal, and losing your rights for 3 years to fish, well, even a bigger deal. I mean, whoop-de-doo. I've heard of people doing far less than these guys did and having a lot harsher sentences slapped on them. I mean, this is ridiculous. They should never be able to fish or hunt again. These guys will be right back at it again. Hopefully they're never able to legally compete in any tournament ever again. But I don't feel like they should even be able to fish ever again. This is ridiculous. It's like I said, there's been people who have had a lot less of a crime charged with a harsher sentence. These guys must have very good lawyers or something. But then again, the sentencing hasn't occurred yet, so we'll see what happens May 11th. If Cominsky and Runyan complete probation, their convictions will be expunged from their records. Probation is a slap in every person's face who fished in that tournament with these guys. They should be in jail for a year. They should never be able to fish again. They should have to pay back the money they've won in tournaments. These guys were cocky. They were bragging, knowing they were going to win these tournaments over and over again. I mean, the tournament director did everything he could to protect these guys when everyone wanted to rip their heads off. If you saw the footage, which you can watch in my other videos, I made a whole playlist about this Cominsky Runyan scandal. If you saw the reaction of the people that were in that tournament, it was like Frankenstein being chased through the forest by all the people with pitchforks. pitchforks and torches. I mean, let's continue. Now this is getting into Cominsky's life a little bit more. Back in October, Cominsky was charged with stalking and harassing his ex-wife. She reported that after picking up one of her children from school, Cominsky was tailgating her car extremely close to her bumper, and if she hit the brakes, they probably would have collided. He was tailgating her so close. Now, I don't want to get into this guy's business too much, but that sounds like a psychotic person if he's stalking his ex-wife and tailgating her. I mean, with her kid in the car, I mean, that's dangerous. That is dangerous to his child, dangerous to his ex-wife. It's none of my business, but this is all stuff that's been coming out about this guy, Cominsky. He then followed her into her driveway, and she remained in her car until police arrived, so she obviously was scared of him. She wouldn't even get out of the car. She reported that Cominsky sent her screenshots from her Snapchat and email account, and she does not know how he accessed her email or Snapchat account. So he was basically hacking into her Snapchat and her emails, spying on her. He also sent her a text that said, "Kiss your ass goodbye," which is a threat on her life. Another story that popped up is about counterfeit money. Cominsky was charged for conspiracy for allegedly giving his son 2 fake $100 bills to spend at a bowling alley. His son, which I will not name, I will not throw his children under the bus, but his son was charged with forgery, counterfeiting, conspiracy, and theft by deception. So Cominsky got his own kid in trouble with counterfeit money. Police say his son gave one of his friends the $100 bill to pay for the bowling and later told his friend that he knew the bill was fake and was given to him by his father, Chase Cominsky. His son denied knowing the bills were fake and claimed he received them from selling a PlayStation game system. His son allegedly told the friend he was going to text his father to bring a second counterfeit bill to the bowling alley that night so that they could continue bowling. The bond was set for $5,500 on his son, and Chase Cominsky's bond was set at $12,000. If these guys get 6 months probation, there's no justice in this situation. That's just telling more people, hey, you can cheat in tournaments, and this is what you'll get as a penalty. You'll still get to keep your fishing rights in 3 years. You'll only have to complete probation, and everything will be expunged off your record. There's been less crimes, like I said, with harsher sentences given to people. Sorry I had to read this off a piece of paper, but this was a lot to remember. And like I said earlier in the intro, if I'm going to begin something, I'm going to end doing something. And I already began talking about this tournament cheating scandal. I'm not going to sit there and not finish the story. So that's why I made this video. I didn't want to make this video, but at the same time, I figured everyone would want to know what's going on. Sentencing for these two knuckleheads is May 11th. 2023, and I'm really hoping that they don't just get a slap on the wrist. Like 6 months probation and getting your record expunged, getting your fishing license back at all after doing what they did is ridiculous. They must have O.J. Simpson's lawyer, Johnny Cochran or whatever his name was or something, because I don't know what lawyer could get these guys off the hook so easily for something this serious. I mean, giving up your $100,000 boat, who's to say that boat wasn't bought with money they cheated out of tournaments? I mean, big freaking deal. He'll just go buy another boat. He'll be back on the water, probably doing the same crap over and over again. I mean, hopefully he learned his lesson. I hope they both learned their lesson, Cominsky and Runyan. This is a ridiculous set of circumstances for a couple guys that got caught red-handed shoving fish fillets down the throats of their walleyes and weights to make their fish heavier. They got away with it before, and finally they got caught. I just feel like if this is the way things are going, it's a slap on the wrist. Let's see what happens May 11th and see where the news goes then. If you guys like this video, check out the rest of the Cominsky Runyan videos on my playlist. If you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit the like button. I wish I had a video that was made under better circumstances right now, but I'm just trying to finish this story as I find things out, and it's been a while since we heard anything about Cominsky and Runyan. And with the way things go in this world, people blow things out of proportion for a week and forget all about it next week. But as fishermen, as tournament fishermen, I don't think we're going to be forgetting this story anytime soon, and I just wanted to share it with you. Good luck fishing, stay safe on the water, and take care.